pleasure to welcome His Royal Highness Prince Raad bin Zeid, President of the High Council for the Affairs of Persons with Disabilities. Your Royal Highness, the post-2015 team in Jordan is honored to have this opportunity to hear your views. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I think the Higher Council for the Affairs of the Disabled is very, very pleased to give a few minutes to our friends. What is important here in the post-2015 framework is to bridge the gap between the law for persons with disability and its implementation. Mm-hmm. So to do that, we need more legislation in the coming years. And this is hard work because it involves so many people in so many sectors. And of course here, what counts is it's more or less an educational process. Mm-hmm. It takes time because it's not only the head of the department or head of the ministry should support you, but all the other echelons, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, all the way down. So from top to bottom approach, it has to filter down. And it has to be a matter of acceptance and justification. Yes. You cannot force these issues on them. This is the Jordanian way. Of course, another important thing here is to prioritize and enforce and implement all the articles of the United Nations, the International Convention for the Rights of the Disabled, which are many, about 50. So the person with disability in Jordan becomes totally integrated into the system, into the Jordanian system. He's part and parcel of the Jordanian community and the society. And this is what we are aiming for. I should say that we haven't made a bad start. Having started in 2007, we started in earnest, thanks to the support of His Majesty, and thanks to his support for the initiative in setting up a national strategy for the rights of the disabled, out of which came the law, the new law 31, in the year 2007, which helped us to restructure ourselves. And now we have direct access to the Prime Minister's office. Previously, we were under the Minister of Social Development. We could not say. It all depended on the minister, he or she. If she likes us, then she would support our points of view. If she didn't, then we couldn't get anywhere. But now with the new law, we have direct access. Eureka! It's freedom for us. Freedom for persons with disability over 40 years. And thanks to His Majesty, we are almost semi-autonomous set up here.
Your Highness, in your view, what are the three key issues that the post-2015 framework should address from a national perspective? I mean, you mentioned some already, but...
Well, I said continuity, support from part of the government, and also coordination between all the stakeholders. Minister of Social Development, Minister of Education, Minister of Labor, Minister of Communications, all those stakeholders should support us more fully. It hasn't been easy. Minister of Social Development is dragging its feet because they feel that we have taken some of the responsibilities. I think in the long run we might have to, but we don't. They are not saying very much now. Now I think we are more responsible for monitoring, for supervision, and for formation of ideas and policies. We are holding ourselves. Yes. But I think we haven't done too badly.
For sure. With regards to inequalities, what are the most alarming inequalities facing persons with disabilities? I mean, children, adolescents, adults, both women and men. Just a brief description and like whether the challenges are occurring.
Well, I mean, I cannot deny the inequalities and discrimination, cases of discrimination, a great number. But we have made inroads in the last 4 years, 5 years. We have lessened the impact of the inequalities. But as I was saying before, this is an education process.
Of course.
In Amman, maybe generally, things are a bit better, right across the board, whether it's with children, with gender, with adults. People have a different look, a different attitude to people with disabilities. People on wheelchairs, you can see them everywhere, out in the street, shopping, in and out. They are not hiding away, they are not shying away. This is really a great joy for us. And of course, we are trying to make inroads in other areas, employment. It hasn't been very easy. It's pretty difficult to get people and to find jobs, although it's in the law 4% of any firm that can employ more than 50, 4% of those should be persons with disabilities. But you have law on one side, but to actually to apply the practices is not easy. So I have to go around and visit people and try to convince them. For the Jordanians, you have to convince them. You can't raise the book by itself. It's not enough to convince them. It takes time, and you have to be, you have to lobby, and you have to justify your cause. And I think Jordanians at the end of the day would come around, would support to what we are saying, but you have to do it gently and nicely. But no, we haven't done too badly, and, especially with young girls and boys going to schools and in the integration into schools. The percentages are not very high, but it's a beginning. It's a good beginning, because to have them integrated into schools is a very difficult situation, because you have to think of so many factors.
Of course.
Not only the persons with disability themselves, the young students, is you have to think of the schools, the students in the schools, how they would receive them, the president of each school, what is his or her outlook, and the people working there, and the facilities in the school that can cater for people with disabilities, and the distances. Or if it's too far, then they would not be able to do so. All the complications. You might have an ideal school, but the residence is too far, so they would not accept it. So we have to look for other options and alternatives.
Yes.
But we are managing, and we're having a hard time with the Ministry of Social or Ministry of Education. They like staff specialized in disability issues. I have to say that. They are trying very hard to find people with qualifications. But some of them, the good ones, are leaving us, going to the Gulf. So we are in bad need. We need specializations. Now people are asking for education at all levels. Yes. Because we have opened now the areas for sciences, computers, and all that. So we need people with qualifications to help them along to find jobs. And this is one of the main. So we haven't done too badly. In higher educations, I think we have done quite well. Over 60% of the people who have applied for university admission have been admitted and are doing well. Excellent. We have over 150, maybe 200 this year in the universities. Actually, I got to hear that a person with a visual disability got 96% in his 2G, blind. Yes. What can you ask for more?
Exactly.
So, no, we are managing, I think, incrementally.
Okay, Despite the challenges.
Yeah, despite the challenges, we are, but if you do it incrementally, you are sure to achieve results.
Of course.
And, but some of our guys, they want to speed up the process. You cannot speed up the process.
Of course.
That was many years ago. 4 years ago, we went after them trying to explain their rights. Please, these are your rights, do something about it. But now the other way, we switched to the whole thing.
Yes.
And they are sort of asking more, and then we can sort of contribute.
Yes.
But I'm so happy.
Excellent.
I'm very, very pleased. And of course now we have to do more lobbying to also overcome the challenges. It's raising the level of awareness, what these people can do. They can do wonders.
Of course.
Really. Once they give them the tools and the funds and make the approach, your approaches very friendly. Friendly approach.
Yes.
You know, not something they have to do. No, I'm very, very happy. I thank His Majesty for the chance he has given me to work for these people.
Excellent.
And we feel we are part and parcel.
Of course.
Because this it relates itself to so many other sectors.
Of course.
Poverty, this is another thing. Rights for children, rights for women. The gender issues are so important. Non-violence, of course. This is one of the things we care very much for.
Do you have any key messages for those working on the post-2015 development framework at the moment?
Well, message is just to support one another. Support one another, and for me to seek the support of our stakeholders. Our cooperations with them hasn't been an easy process. So, but now they have to focus more.
For sure.
Because we cannot do it alone. It requires the support of the Ministry of Education, Social Development, Labour, Health, especially health. So this is the Jordanian way. We all have to hold our hands to achieve the noble goal for these people who deserve so much.
Definitely. Is there anything you would like to add? Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me this chance to say a few words.
Thank you, Your Alliance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.